We all love LVO, but it seems this year there's not going to be a reveal show for any type of Games Workshop product. I'm not sure if this is down to the leaks or if this is down to an actual plan. What I do know, we are getting a massive reveal show this year, but it's going to be closer to Christmas rather than next month in October. So let's jump in, let's go through all this brand new information, and of course, let's get waffling. So let's start with LVO because there's a lot of people that are kind of confused, a lot of people that are upset at this moment in time. Technically, this is the second LVO of the year. We've actually had an LVO in 2025 and a bunch of stuff did get revealed there. There was Sigmar stuff, there was Horus Heresy, AdMech stuff, etc, etc. But of course, they've moved the show now to this time of the year and Warhammer is going to be there. Games Workshop is going to be there. But if you look at this image in the background right now, this is the brand new timetable, what's happening at LVO, and as you can see, there's nothing planned there for a reveal show. You got Kill Team Live Laser Tag, Skaven Tide Horde, Warhammer Paint and Take, Supersized Joy Toy Space Hulk. It's basically just going to be like, I think it was like Gen Con. They did the same thing where they just like do a sit down, like a Q&A kind of things, army painter challenges, that big Space Hulk game and stuff like that. As far as I can see, there is no previews planned. Now, this could be down to a couple of things. One is that a lot of things have leaked the past couple of weeks. Of course, Calgar, Chaos Icarius, the Victrix Guard all got previewed the other day. The Space Hulk box set that got previewed the other day as well. Like, a lot of us had our heads scratching, like, why the hell have they revealed this on a Monday rather than an actual reveal show? Personally, I think that there was never a reveal show planned for this event. They're going there with the stuff that was in the background of that image, and that was it. But that doesn't mean there's not a new reveal show coming, because from what I'm hearing, there is going to be a massive reveal show planned in the month of November. And that reveal show is the Grand Narrative in Atlanta. As I just said, it's supposed to be big because what they plan to do, what the whispers are telling me, is this is where they're going to announce the end narrative for the current edition. That will lead us then into the next edition, 11th edition. For those people who haven't been following the rumors or anything like that, we are basically just under 12 months out now from a brand new Warhammer 40,000 edition. It's supposed to be releasing around spring, well, end of spring, start of summertime 2026. And as I just said, the Grand Narrative in Atlanta is where they're planning to do this big reveal of this new end narrative, which will lead us into that new edition. And of course, the rumors are swirling around this event now on what potentially could be revealed. I've heard a few whisperings, which I'm going to discuss, but before I do that, remember, rumors are rumors. Everything I'm about to say is a lie. Take rumors for what they are. Rumors and not facts. Please bloody remember that. So one of the big things I'm hearing about is Huron Blackheart. How long have we been waffling about this character now? Way back, mate. We're talking 3-4 years now. The big rumor that I was whispered is that there was a new Huron, there was a new Sicarius, and there's a new Trazen the Infinite model, all done, all ready to be released by Games Workshop. We've just got the brand new Chaos Icarius because that dropped with Mania's Calgar and stuff, which they previewed the other week. Plus, I'm hearing that there's more stuff coming to the Ultramarines, but we'll get onto that in just a second. But Huron really interests me because there's apparently this whole theme around pirates getting some love towards this end narrative. Again, Huron Blackheart, potentially one of these characters. The other one is the Eldar Corsairs. Prince Yril apparently is supposed to be getting a brand new model. There's supposed to be some new Eldar Corsair stuff happening. I'm going to give you a little prediction here, right? I personally think the Chaos Bikers are going to drop towards the back end of this edition. That rumor has been out there for years now. It dropped over on Bolter and Chainsaw with a massive list of things. All that stuff came true except for the Chaos Bikers. I'm going to say Chaos Bikers coming towards this end of this edition, which could make sense because what we could get them for the Space Marines is the opposite of that, of these, as the multi-part Outriders, which we've been hearing about and stuff like that. Maybe that's going to be next edition. Again, I'm going into theory mode here rather than rumor mode. But yes, Huron Blackheart, Yril, maybe some Orc stuff, again, linking with the Orc rumors going into 11th edition. They're in the brand new box set, but I am excited potentially of seeing where this narrative goes. At this moment in time, I actually think it's going to be a new story. I don't think it's going to like connect to the Arcs of Omen. I don't think it's going to connect to the Pariah Nexus. I actually think that Games Workshop are just going to go out and just do another narrative that doesn't connect to any of this at all, because why would it? Like, I don't think Huron's going to turn up and help Vashtor or get involved in the Pariah Nexus. The Arcs of Omen storyline with Vashtor and the Lion. I just don't see all that mixing towards the end of this edition. There's been no hint of it at all. I think what they plan to do is just something completely new and just go with that, introducing all these brand new characters. And don't forget, on top of that, Warhammer community basically said that we're going to get even more stuff for the Ultramarines. We've already got Calgar, we've already got Sicarius, the Victrix Guard, they all got revealed, but right at the bottom of their article, I'm going to read it right down here, I'm going to put it on the background, it literally says, as for what this means for Space Marines of the Ultramarine chapter, we'll have more news later in the year. Stay tuned to Warhammer community for all the latest news. I kind of want to do a dedicated video to this, but I'm briefly just going to go over some ideas. Again, I've heard potentially a new Guilliman Primarch model, which I definitely see them doing, because Primarch models sell. I don't know how they'll make that different. Hopefully that turns out to be true, because I love Primarch models. But if it's not true, then, it is what it is. Rumors are rumors, right? But I basically think they're going to get more stuff. I've heard of a combat patrol for the Ultramarines. Again, we've talked about this on the streams and stuff like that. It's supposed to have Reavers, Blade Guard, Gresses in there, and the HQ is supposed to be Tigerius, if I'm not mistaken. There's rumors that they're supposed to be getting a brand new upgrade sprue with the Ultramarine stuff. So, more shoulder pad options, more, Gladiuses, and, all that funky stuff as you expect and stuff like that. There's a talk that potentially they're going to get a supplement. Like, you've got, Blood Angels Codex supplement. You've got this Space Wolves Codex supplement, and we're going to get an Ultramarines Codex supplement, right? Is this going to happen with them? There's so many bloody things to talk about. If I was a betting man, I would say it's definitely going to be book-related, narrative book-related, and it's probably potentially maybe the Red Corsairs fighting against the Sons of Guilliman. Maybe it is Ultramarines versus Red Corsairs. It's happened before, right? Huron basically stole Guilliman's flagship back in the day before he recovered it. Maybe he wants it back, right? Maybe he wants his shit back. The Eldar get involved and stuff like that. I don't know. There's so many bloody stories, elements to talk about, but there's definitely more stuff coming for Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, and more stuff for the Xenos. Plus, Tyranid rumours, I'm hearing that as well, but I'm going to cover that in tomorrow's big rumour video, as we normally do, because I normally do it on Monday, but I didn't do it on Monday because, of course, the Terminators were planned to come out on Monday, and I wanted to dedicate that day to the glorious, thick, and chunky boys. And just before we finish the video, there's actually one more reveal show that normally happens in October, but again, we've already got the preview for it, and that is Warhammer Day. And Warhammer Day, they normally show off a new model. They've already shown us that. It's the brand new Jump Captain with the shield and the Thunderhammer. So I don't think we're going to get any really big reveals in October. Hopefully I'm wrong and we do get some reveal shows, but from what I'm hearing now from the rumors, the LVO reveal show is not happening. It says it on the schedule. Warhammer Day has seen their stuff, and apparently the next big reveal show is going to happen in the month of November to build up the hype for that big end of edition campaign for Warhammer 40,000. Fingers crossed it happens and we get to see some absolutely amazing bloody new models. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching as always. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below and we'll have a nice little chin wag down there as we always do. See you. Have a great day, evening, night, way around the world, and bye-bye.